The following podcast is only for mature audiences. Hello and welcome back to Lore Folk, a podcast where we riff on all things paranormal. I'm your host, Aidan Kidd.
And I'm your other host, Maddie Barr. Whoa! Aidan, it's been a minute.
We are post-anime time skip. We have grown, we have changed, we have acquired new powers. I suffered an injury of the wrist, and so it's been quite a hot minute. This is the first episode we're recording since the break. And we're back and we're ready for action. We're going to take down Sasuke and we're going to drag his ass back to the Hidden Leaf Village.
Yeah, anime. I'm going to punch an anime guy.
Maddie,
Naruto.
name one anime.
Naruto.
Oh, shit, you got me there.
One Punch Man.
Hey, you knew it was Naruto, though.
Yes.
So, I mean, okay. God damn it! You're gonna betray yourself.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z.
How about this? In this post time skip, I now have a son that looks just like me. Which anime is this?
Shrek
you just
the
said
Third.
It's Dragon Ball.
Oh shit!
I was deliberately going for one. Dragon Ball Z. That's how Dragon Ball Z
I don't know what
starts.
happens in it. I just know they got those cool balls.
So much has happened since we've been gone.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a very important thing that we need to discuss. It's the elephant in the room. You're all thinking it. I'm thinking it. Space Jam 2. It's inescapable and ever present. Space Jam 2 is upon us. LeBron James is playing those funny sports with them good Looney Tune boys and girls.
Yes.
Lola Bunny is also there, and so is Granny.
Are those the only two girls?
Yeah.
Wow. Representation at its finest.
When they cut out Pepe Le Pew, they also cut out that cat that's always with them. So.
Ah, damn it. Space Jam 2, Aidan. Actually, you know what? Hold on, everybody. Stop the podcast. I'd like to pull up a text conversation betwixt myself and Aidan and some other pals. What? Aidan saw Space Jam 2 before the rest of us. He watched it on HBO Max like a good little boy. I saw it in theaters like a chump.
You paid real human money for that. I just have HBO Max.
Can I defend myself and say I saw it with my family? It was like fun. We like went to the movie theater for the first time in like a year and a half. Come on now, people. Here we go. Okay. At 1:49 p.m. That's like quite a reasonable time actually to be watching a movie. Aidan texts the group chat, "Hey guys, Space Jam 2 is my new religion and I think you should all convert to the church." And then our friend Nathan says, "Joke?" ? And Aidan says, "I've never been more serious in my life." A glowing endorsement of Space Jam 2. I think it was at that moment that I told my family, "Hey, what are you guys doing?
Of me?
Like on Friday, should we go see Space Jam 2? And then we did. Aidan, what did you think?
No, because I remember this conversation, and I have to say, then I followed it up with, yes, of course, Big Chungus is there, Pickle Rick shows up, and like Sylvester gets sucked off by the cat from fucking Austin Powers or something.
Yeah, you said
I don't remember what
Bunny.
I said.
You said Bugs Bunny died for our sins.
Yes, which is somehow true of that movie.
It's
now, isn't
true.
it?
It happened. What a fun flick. Yeah, I mean, just good movie.
It's so good. It's the perfect film if you haven't seen it. You might think, why is this cryptid podcast talking about Space Jam 2? And I have to tell you, God, you gotta fucking see it.
That's it.
I don't have an excuse.
We've been sponsored by Warner Brothers. This is a Warner Brothers podcast now. We're actually recording this from the Warner Brothers backlot tram tour. We don't have a spot on the back lot. We're not big enough for that, but they let us sit on the tram all the time. Oh, here comes the Jaws shark. Oh, what? It's broken again? Wow. Okay.
No, I have to.
That was a roast of the tram tour. One time I drove all the way into LA and I went to Universal by myself and I did a bunch of fun rides and I wanted to do the tram tour and I waited by myself because I didn't have a fast pass because I was alone, and I waited for like an hour and a half to get on that fucking ride, and the Jaws shark was broken, and that's like half the fucking reason I go on the tram ride. Anyway, Space Jam 2.
Space Jam 2. There's a lot to say. I have so much to discuss about this film in our cryptid podcast. But I must preface is that I got McDonald's today.
Okay.
In order to acquire some apple slices, because they make me not so spitty when I record this podcast.
That's the most roundabout fucking way to ever obtain apple. Are you kidding me? You could have gone outside and found a fucking apple tree and it would have been more direct than like, oh, I need a fruit in my body. Let me go to McDonald's.
And then I was like, oh, galaxy brain moment. We're recording this tonight. I should do this. And so I got a Happy Meal, and now I have this little Wile E. Coyote toy.
Oh, wait, hold up.
I haven't tried it yet. We're doing a toy testing here live on audio. I was about to say camera.
Wow.
So it's a little plastic wasteful thing, and it's Wile E. Coyote. He is holding a basketball, and he is strapped to some sticks of dynamite rocket firework thingies, and it's supposed to make him blast off. Let's see this shit. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. He's wrecking your shit.
I thought he was gonna fall out of this thing, but it turns out that what it shot out was a little disc that said, buy Warner Brothers products.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fun.
Anyway, here's what I wanted to talk about. All of that to preface this thought about Space Jam 2 is the fact that this movie has they created so many fucking assets, animated assets of all these classic characters who just appear basically in the background during the basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
And most of these characters get like no fucking screen time, or arguably way too much screen time as you're just kind of focusing on them while the rest of the movie is happening in front of you, and you cannot pay attention to Don Cheadle's big scary face when he turns into big scary Don Cheadle. Also, I have to say, might be in love with big scary Don Cheadle.
Based Don Cheadle, yes.
So now Warner Brothers has all of these fucking assets of like 1,000 different media properties that they own. And I have to ask, I don't know if this is a question or a pitch, but like they gotta fucking make all that crazy fan fiction real, right? Like, all that stuff is gonna go to waste. Like, now is the time. Warner Brothers could, like, create a whole second streaming service, HBO Max 2, and it's just, like, the craziest shit with all of these assets readily available to them.
They got them all rigged up. Make them kiss. Come on, guys. Make them kiss.
Exactly.
Fucking cowards.
We can see the Pinky and the Brain fuck Scrappy-Doo from both ends. Like, there's no limit to what we can do.
God, I was going to say, where's the Smash Bros? Where's the Warner Brothers Smash game with all the guys?
Or the Nicktoons All-Stars, whatever it's called.
I want to play as the Iron Giant, okay? It's like, I'm a simple person. Come on. And then I want to see him fuck somebody. I have simple needs.
I'm a simple woman. I know what I want. Okay. Now, I have to ask, as we finish out our Space Jam 2 content. I don't know why I'm categorizing it in such a way, in such a harsh, like,
maybe it's because we have a cryptid podcast where we talk about all things
and I feel the need to justify why I'm talking about Space Jam 2 so much. If you've seen Space Jam 2, you totally understand. You know what I mean. It's perfectly on brand for us. You know, we have an animation about Space Jam 2 from like a year ago. So you know what? Fuck you.
We predicted it.
I'm justified. I just remembered that I did that.
The Space Jam, the one with murder. This is the first theater going experience that I've had in a while. I think many people have. I think we're justified to talk about Space Jam 2 for just a little bit, you know? It's exciting. Can't get this hyped watching it on a streaming service unless you're Aidan.
So, Maddie, my question is, if Big Don Cheadle stole your son and challenged you to a game of basketball, what characters would you pick to play against Big Scary Don Cheadle?
Oh, God. From the Looney Tunes?
of any of those Warner Brother characters that showed up in the film, or just that are owned by Warner Brothers Incorporated.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm not. I'll confess something here. My knowledge of Looney Tunes almost begins and ends with the Space Jam franchise. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
I was a very uncultured child. Okay. Iron Giant, obviously. Jaws Shark, taking that one from the backlot tour.
Just flopping on the court.
I don't care if he can't run. I don't care if he can't dribble. Shark on the court? That's gonna cause some commotion.
That's just an obstacle.
That's gonna make it difficult. Plebeian question: are Rocky and Bullwinkle Warner Brothers? I didn't see them in this movie, so I feel like they're not.
No, I don't think they're owned by.
Okay, scratch that one from the list. Bugs Bunny has to be there.
Sure,
for moral emotional support, right? Obviously. Okay. Iron Giant, Jaws Shark, Bugs Bunny. Now I hate myself a little bit for this one, but Rick and Morty are in this movie, so you know what? I'll say Summer from Rick and Morty. There we go. She'll be my Lola Bunny. She'll be my gal on the team.
Right, of course.
And then she's not a Warner Brothers property, but she's in this movie. I'm gonna take Seattle Storm super legend Sue Bird, basketball player Sue Bird, love of my life, and also my mom. And there you go. That's 5 plus myself. That's a whole team. Bugs can be the bench warmer, and we'll just never ever swap out. Starting 5. That's it. Aidan, who's on your team? Go.
All right. So we gotta go with Big Chungus, number 1.
Can him and Bugs be in like the same court at the same time? Okay. That's not going to break the space-time continuum at all.
I mean, we can't let them touch. Maddie, I need you to understand we cannot let them touch.
Okay.
Then reality will fold in on itself.
All right.
But
I'll leave him on the bench. I'll leave Bugs on the bench.
Yeah. And then we have Mansley from Iron Giant.
Oh shit.
Gotta have Mansley there. And then we'll have Newman from Seinfeld. From reprising his role from the first film where he became inflated and it awoke something, an entire generation of people.
Yeah.
And then we'll go with just a bunch of Jokers.
Oh, just a bunch, all the same? Or like a couple different Jokers?
All the different Jokers. I have all of the Jokers on my basketball team. You know what? Okay. Scratch it. Fuck the other ones that I just said. Fuck Mansley. Fuck Big
all
Chungus.
Jokers. Okay,
all
but
Jokers.
Your basketball team has to be called the Jokers, but with a Z.
Yeah. Of course. Was there any
the
other
Toon
doubt?
Squad, the Goon Squad, and the Jokers.
And it's going to be so fun because they're going to really freak Don Cheadle out, and they're going to give me back my son real fast. I know it.
What are we fucking doing right now?
I don't fucking know. We lost it like a while ago, and I was just going to let it play out before there was a good point for me to segue into the next thing I would like to talk about.
I think we lost it when we started our cryptid podcast talking about Space Jam 2. I don't know. That might have to investigate that part of the conversation there.
All right, Maddie. I have a very important question to ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen if you took Benjamin Button to the beach that makes you old?
Oh my God.
From the M. Night Shyamalan movie Old, which features a beach that, get this, it makes you old?
No way, dude. That's crazy. I thought you made the beach old. Damn, another twist for my boy. Okay, Benjamin Button. I think, you know what? This is groundbreaking, Aidan. I think he'd get old.
But like, is the power of the beach enough to reverse his fucking de-aging process and then not even like equal out? Like, he doesn't even reach an equilibrium where he's just immortal now. Like, and then he just re-ages like a normal fucking guy?
Yeah, I don't know. No, now that you say it, I feel like maybe he'd stick at one age. He'd just stay the same. I don't know. Well, okay, here's what I know. I haven't seen this movie and I don't ever fucking plan to, so don't even come at me with this shit. I don't ever want to. That sounds horrifying anyway. But what I do know from watching already several YouTube videos about this movie, because that's how I engage with content that I don't want to see, but I do want to know what happens, that you get 30 minutes you get a year older every 30 minutes, right? That's like generally how it works. So how fast is the Benjamin Button process?
I mean, he ages like a normal person, just in reverse.
Just the wrong way? Yeah, so
just the wrong way.
He would die.
I think it would eventually get up to him.
He's not going to be on the beach long enough. I mean, how old is he? How old does he start? You know, like somewhere. I don't want to do the math, but at some point, it's going to catch up to him and he's just going to keep getting old, you know?
Well, here's the other thing, though, is would he get old or would he get young really fast? Would
like
he just like walk onto the beach and then just like instantly zygote
baby
and fucking disappear into nothing?
So that you're saying the beach just hones in on whatever your aging process is, and because
how
his
does
is backwards,
the beach define what it does to people?
It just does whatever time does to you, right? It's not about aging; it's about time.
So I think he just like instantly become a toddler.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I'd say it's worse, but that's what he's ready for.
So all the people who have seen the film Benjamin Button, what is it, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, from 2008 or something, he starts out as a wrinkly old baby. That's how he is brought into this world.
What?
Yeah,
really?
that's how it happened. He's a wrinkly baby. Some lady steps on him on the stairs, and then they're like, this is a wrinkly baby. And then, like, the next day, he's suddenly an old man, and they're like, guess we have an old man now. I haven't seen the film in a fucking decade.
I've never ever seen the film. What the fuck? He's a baby?
He's an old baby, though. Like,
but
a
then
wrinkly baby.
But then he turns into an actual adult old person?
I think they probably put him, like, in water and he expanded, like, those little dinosaur capsules.
Like a fucking like a washcloth? What? Did you ever buy those washcloths where they came like packaged as a fun shape and then you put it in the water and every time it just turned into a washcloth and you were like, great.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
They used to have these
things. I did not know that was a thing.
They would package it so that it was like all the border of it was like one color, right? Like I had a Disney princess one and it was yellow on the outside. And the way they packaged it is that they vacuum seal it super, super tiny so that it's in the shape of a crown. So you buy it and it looks like a little crown and you're like, wow. And then you put it in the water and it just turns into a fucking regular ass washcloth. Anyway, fucking Benjamin Button. Disgusting. Carry on.
Wretched, horrible news that I've just learned about his origins.
Yeah. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? I'm looking at it.
I can't believe this is what you're getting hung up about. And not the fact that I this entire bit started with me talking about him going to the beach that makes you old.
Well, that's just silly, you know? That's goofy from the jump, but now I'm learning real life knowledge about the movie that somebody actually made on purpose about Benjamin Button, you know?
I can't believe M. Night Shyamalan made a beach that makes people old. There's so many other beaches that could be doing so many more productive things. They could be a beach that makes you young.
Well, how do you know there's not one?
That makes you submissive and breedable. There could be a beach that makes you a MILF, and that's just the beach that makes you old, but there's a lifeguard who tells you when to get off.
Yeah. You could say that the original beach is the beach that makes you a MILF. It sort of depends on your taste.
Yeah, skeletons. If your taste is skeletons, yes, absolutely. All right, here we are in the ad break. It's the part of the show where we do ads. Maddie, tell the people how they can support us so we don't have to do fake ads anymore.
You will never stop doing fake ads. How dare you? This is a delight. You can support us on Patreon. We have a Patreon with 3 different tiers of support. You can come there and hang out with us and give us your money and we'll love you forever. You get lots of fun stuff, like everything early, right when it's done, even if it's the day before it comes out. We're regular people. Life schedule is very tough sometimes.
Look,
you get everything right when it comes out.
I'm sorry, I couldn't use a computer for weeks.
Aidan's hands are ripped off and reattached, and they did it backwards the first time, and they said they had to flip them again. You get all the music that I made for the show. You get animation process sometimes, and some other fun stuff in the works. So you go check it out. It's a fun, and I mean, community. If you're on the Patreon, feel free to throw a comment our way every now and then. Y'all could be friends. Who knows?
Stop trying. This is the second time you've done this. Stop pushing people into being friends.
Feel like, it's
they
a
can
fun,
do it naturally, Maddie.
Private space where they can be pals. People ask for a Discord and we're never going to give them. But if you want to make a friend, do it on Patreon. Anyway, you can support us there, and for free, you can support us on YouTube and just by telling your friends about the show and all that good juice. So go do that too.
Yeah, we have a tier list where we ranked all the what even was it? It was so long ago since
fast food.
The Tumblr Sexy Men.
Oh shit,
that's out on YouTube
spoiler.
Right now. Go watch it.
Tumblr Sexy Men. That was good. That was a fun time.
It's a quality one. It got a lot of views that I did not expect it to
People
acquire.
love
so
Tumblr.
Thank you for the support on that one. We have another one coming out, like Maddie just said. It's the fast food mascot one. It should be out soon. I am planning, fucking do not smite me, God, for my hubris in making this claim, but it should be out. If you're listening to this episode, the day of it comes out, it should be out this Saturday.
Yes.
Hopefully. If not, it will be the Saturday after.
And listen, I don't want to hear about how I didn't mention Red Robin from the food franchise Red Robin, which is famously from Seattle, like
Wait,
me, because I fucking forgot about him, okay?
Wait, Red Robin?
Red Robin.
Is it not just a voice that goes, Red Robin?
No, it's
Yum.
a Robin. It's a real guy. And they have a mascot that's actually in the restaurant sometimes. And he takes pictures with kids and he hangs
been
out.
A Red Robin.
And he comes around to your table and he's wearing his dumb little tights and his big shoes. And I fucking forgot about him when Aidan asked me if there were any fucking fun fast food people on the West Coast. Okay? There you go. Red Robin.
West Coast thing, though. We had him back
right, but it's from the West Coast. Anyway, he's beats here. Move on. I forgot about him, and I feel bad about it every day, everyone.
A preemptive addendum. Also, go follow our fucking social medias and such. We always forget to plug that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever since like the first maybe couple of episodes.
Nope.
My Twitter is at AIKIDDD. It's AKID.
Why is that, Aidan?
What?
I said, why is that?
Because it's paying homage to our Lord and Savior King Dedede from the Kirby franchise.
Yeah, I just think that's fun. It's a neat fact.
Did I say that before?
Almost every time you mention it.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
I always think it. I never know what things I say out loud and what things I just think real hard.
It's a good mnemonic for your Twitter handle.
It is. And then the Lorefolk Twitter is at lorefolkpodcast, and I assume that the Instagram is the same.
I think so. I think it's all the same.
Also, freaking, I got a webcomic that I'm making. Ironically, my hand was adapting quicker to holding a pencil than it was holding a computer mouse.
That's how you know he's a
finally
true artist.
Started my fucking webcomic.
Woo.
It's called Wizard Council. It'll be out soonish.
Yay.
It'll be on Webtoons. It'll be on my Twitter. It'll be on my Instagram. All those good places.
Fun. This is my only personal project. So listen to Lorefolk twice as much as you would.
Twice as hard just in the name of Maddie.
Yeah, listen to it once for both of us and then listen to it again for me because it's what I'm working on.
All right, Maddie, give us an ad.
Okay, so listen.
Maddie Barr.
I know we didn't record for a
have
month.
An ad? You had so much time to prepare and you didn't bring an ad to the podcast. I don't have one either.
Okay, thank God. Let me see. See, here's the thing. I told myself I wouldn't procrastinate looking up stuff to talk about, and I didn't, right? I did. I have a newer backlog of stuff and cryptids and questions. And in all that, I did, in fact, forget to write a single ad. So...
Here, I'll do an ad. I got one. Yeah, sorry, LeBron James, but this is the Space Jam that makes you old. if you don't play basketball real good against big old Don Cheadle, you're gonna shrivel up and die. But we're the Looney Tunes, and we don't get old. We've been around since the 1930s, so we'll just watch you shrivel up to a little horrible little husk. You're gonna watch, but before that happens, you're gonna watch your son grow old into a real adult man. You're gonna miss out on a childhood, and you're gonna watch it happen. That's true. I am also here. That's the one other Looney Tunes voice. That's the one that I could actually kind of do. And I'm the Joker, and I'm also here, and I'm also old.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on, Aidan, give us an ad for the Joker Space Jam.
God, Christ. Jokers, my brothers, you're never gonna believe this, but Big Don Cheadle just stole my son.
Wait, the Joker's son? They're all... Wait, I'm sorry. Everybody's the Joker except for Don Cheadle? Like, LeBron is also the Joker?
Sometimes a family is a boy and 6 Jokers.
Is the boy also a small Joker?
No, it's just a very normal kid.
This kid's at elementary school on like a parent night, and you see all the cute little family portraits in crayon, and there's like, a kid with 2 moms, a kid with 1 parent, a kid with 6 Jokers, a kid with a mom and a dad. Do you want to hear about a cryptid?
Yeah, give us a cryptid.
Here's a cryptid I pulled up for us. I just wrangled him out of a body of water just so we could talk about him. Let me tell you about the White River Monster. Ooh. The White River Monster is one of Arkansas's premier mysteries. Since 1915, along the White River near Newport in Jackson County, the monster has appeared several times and has become a local legend. Now stick with me here because this is a little long-winded, but there's some extremely juicy info in here. He's been described as a gray creature with a horn sticking out from his forehead. Other witnesses described him as having a spiny back 20 feet long, and in 1971, a trail of 3-toed, 14-inch prints were found in the White River area. So he's a big dude, right? Big water cryptid. We love those. They're all kind of streamlined. But this one's got a big horn, which is neat.
Yeah.
Sightings of, and this is the name they gave him, Whitey, began in 1915, but were sporadic until 1937. On July 1st of that year, Bramlett Bateman, which is a real person, saw the monster and reported it.
That is fucking, Bramlett Bateman?
I'm reading further, and this man owned a plantation, so fuck him and his dumb name. He could choke, frankly.
I was about to say, he sounds like someone you'd meet in a Southern Gothic novel.
Yep, I just read that, Lil Chestnut. Awesome. Fucking hate that.
Fuck that guy.
He reported this cryptid, though, as having gray skin and being as wide as a car and 3 cars long. So cars are a unit of measurement in Arkansas. As news spread, this is the part that I love, as news spread of the monster, construction of a huge rope net to capture him began. The monster had been seen in an eddy? I don't know what that is. So a diver was brought in to search for it. However, Whitey was not captured, and construction of the net stopped because the lack of money and materials. And then
Can you imagine the fucking guy? He's like fucking Fred Jones. He's like, I'm gonna make traps, and he's so excited. And they're like, we didn't find anything in the lake, and he just slowly starts untying the rope that he's been binding. Thread by thread. Oh, okay.
If you've ever driven by an apartment building where they just ran out of money partway through building it, it's just sitting there. There's a giant net somewhere in this town. Okay, and this is the last part. Again, incredible. In 1973, the legislature signed into law a bill by State Senator Robert Harvey creating the White River Monster Refuge along the White River. This area is located on the southern point of the river known as Old Grand Glazy. I don't know what the fuck they're doing naming stuff in Arkansas. And a northern point on the White River known as Rosie. It is illegal to harm the monster inside the refuge. So not only did they not find it, in the early 70s, but later, or in the 30s or whatever, they decided they're like, you know what? Nobody can go looking for this fucker. And if you find him, you better not touch a horn on that cryptid's head. You leave that boy be. He's just hanging out in the river. He's not bothering anyone.
Something must have happened. When they were like, there's no monster in the lake, stop building the net. The guy who was building the net and got sad must have been like, no.
Right.
I will do this my own. I will capture the beast. And they're like, no, Jeremiah, you can't do that. And he's like, I will do it as I will.
It almost feels like an entire heartwarming, like, Hallmark movie happened in between these two events, you know?
Right?
Like, a kid happened upon the White River Monster and befriended him.
They Lilo and Stitched it. Like, the government came and is like, we will pardon them.
Right? They wanted to capture him, and then something happened. I assume a delightful friendship between boy and creature. And then him and his single hardworking mom probably, you know, bullied the local legislature. And they were like, you have to make an error. You can't let them hurt this monster. He'd be like, Mom, don't let him hurt him. He's just got a big horn. He's just a nice guy.
And that boy, Jeremiah, the net maker. He had a change of heart.
So the White River Monster, I want to say I know that having a refuge area where people can't hurt you doesn't qualify as like endangered, but I would go as far as to say the only endangered cryptid that we've encountered so far. Like, this is the government's cryptid.
Aren't all cryptids technically endangered?
Yeah, but this one's got rules for it.
Okay,
like,
I
you
see
can't.
It is
you know?
Recognized by the legal authority
cryptid
of the United States of America as endangered.
This is a bureaucratic yellow tape cryptid.
Nobody better fuck with this river monster. It's the government's property.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for us today on this episode of Lore Folk. If you like what you heard, share it with your fucking friends. I am so goddamn tired of receiving all these YouTube comments. They're like, how does nobody know about you guys? And I was like, I don't know. Apparently the people who do know about us aren't shoving us down their friends' throats like they're supposed to do.
Come on.
I've been telling them to do at the end of every episode.
I've bothered many a friend about a podcast before. It's not that hard. You just have to consistently text them at least twice a day for like a month, and then they'll listen to it. Easy.
I'd like to apologize for my previous statements. Please do not shove this podcast down anybody's throats. That is a choking hazard.
We shove it down their ears.
It would be very embarrassing on my front.
Aiden doesn't want to be convicted in court for people choking on our podcast.
Yeah. Can you imagine going up to the fucking judge and being like, sir, listen, I made a joke on a podcast. And immediately he like bangs the gavel and is like, guilty podcaster. And
podcaster.
I go into the fucking, the pit.
There's gotta be a podcast that's out there as court evidence for some case, right? There's too many podcasts and there's too many crimes for them not to have coincided. Anyway, this is a real funny one, a real goofy episode here. I promise
very space jammy,
next
very
time
old, very jokery.
we'll be right back on the old cryptid train.
Yeah, it'll be a proper episode.
Yeah. We're just having fun here.
Every like episode we've recently done has been focused around some sort of popular media. And that's not an intentional thing. It's just it's hard to find cryptid things to talk about and not sound like a broken record about it at the same time.
Hit us up.
So if you want to send things to us, you can send the questions or like a Reddit post or an encounter story that you had or that you found online over to lorefolksubmissions@gmail.com, and maybe we'll talk about it on the show.
Yeah, or send a cryptid.
Or a cryptid that you found, anything.
Send me a cryptid before I find it. You won't. You don't have the balls.
Why are
anyway,
we
I'd really appreciate it
like this?
I don't know.
We're coming at this with a really gross energy, and I'd again like to apologize for that. And to you, Judge, who's playing this in court right now.
It would be cool if you sent us stuff, because it's hard out here on the internet to find stuff to talk about, but also it'd be neat. And then we'd talk about something you thought was interesting. So there you go. Tell your friends and tell us about stuff to tell your friends about.
Are you done recording a podcast in there, son? Yes, we, your Joker dads, would like to play basketball. I'll be right out, Joker dads. Alright, guys, I gotta go play catch with my dads, the Jokers from the comics. See y'all next time. Bye!
Bye. Shout out to our patrons for all the support. We love you. If you'd like to support us as well and see your name here, you can hop over to our Patreon and join us for as little as $5 a month. You'll get access to episodes early, bonus content, and all sorts of other goodies.